the Browns participated in joint practices with the Eagles on Monday and Tuesday in Philadelphia. The consensus seems to be that the Browns came out on top on Monday, but then the Eagles came out on Tuesday and were definitely the better team on day 2 of those practices. I'm not personally going to be freaking out about results of joint practices. I'm not surprised the Eagles got some good results, as they are a great team. Not sure if you knew this, but they made the Super Bowl last year. There's definitely, there's a reason they did that. They're definitely a solid team in and out of their lineup. From what I saw from the reporting, both of the defensive lines for both teams definitely seem to be legit. That's something that Browns fans knew, obviously, that the defensive line was going to be a strength of this team, especially with the additions they made in the interior of the defensive line and with, the edge group when it's led by Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, and now Ogbo Okoronkwo. You're definitely going to have weapons there that's going to lead to a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Things did get chippy here and there, although that isn't new. That happens at pretty much every NFL joint practice. This kind of stuff happens all the time. Dawand Jones reportedly getting involved in a scrum after Felton got hit late. Dawand Jones was doing some pushing and shoving, so that's a good way to endear yourselves to us Browns fans, is to stick up for your team, especially with a guy like, again, Dawand Jones has been very impressive throughout camp so far, which I will say it's a bit pleasantly surprising for me. Obviously, with that draft being in the 4th round and his size, you knew the potential was there. I just wasn't quite sure it would click this well, this fast. That's a credit to him as a player. That's also a credit to Bill Callahan and coaching that offensive line. But it does take 2 to tango. Not only do you need good coaching, but you need a player who is willing to be coached and put in that effort. And so far with Dawand Jones, we are seeing the results of that effort. So really good for him. Stefanski emphasizing to not do anything in practice that'll get you thrown out of a game, and it didn't really seem that to escalate all that much besides pushing and shoving anyway, so we avoided any kind of major scrum where there's fists flying everywhere that goes viral on social media. None of that, just reports of some chippiness here and there. They also play their preseason game against the Eagles, which by the time you're watching this will probably be later tonight. Any major impact player for the Browns is going to be sitting out, as they got most of their reps in the joint practices. As far as the quarterbacks go, it will be DTR to start the game, and Kellen Mond will play after, so likely DTR getting the first half of the game, Kellen Mond getting the second half. That is a swap from where they were at the Hall of Fame game, so DTR definitely, he's been impressing the Browns fans in preseason games. He's definitely been impressing the coaching staff in practices as well. Joshua Dobbs won't play, so while it does seem like DTR has worked enough to get himself to 3rd on the quarterback depth chart, I'm not quite sure the coaching staff sees him as the for sure backup as Joshua Dobbs, getting the nod to not play in this game, which does seem to indicate that Joshua Dobbs is still the backup quarterback, at least at this very moment. Again, the Browns did have 3 quarterbacks for the vast majority of the year, with Kellen Mond as that 3rd quarterback, so maybe they do roll with Watson, Dobbs, and DTR all making the final 53. Maybe they do some shenanigans with the practice squad. Who knows, but that's going to be it for this video. Just a quick little update before the Browns play their preseason game against the Eagles. You can let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching if you did make it this far into the video, and I will see you at the next one.